My name is Leah Shaner, astronomy enthusiast and lifelong learner of all things space. I'm going to be doing some observing from my backyard, and I want to show you how you too can do some observing. My backyard is located in Apollo, Pennsylvania, about 30 miles northeast of the city of Pittsburgh. I wanted to quickly show you how I prepare before going outside. That way I know what to be looking for in the sky. The program that I'm using is called Stellarium. It's a free program that you can download to your laptop or your computer. I've set my location to Pittsburgh. You can see the date and the current time, which is about 8 o'clock p.m. I'm looking toward the south-southwest. I'm interested in some of the objects along the ecliptic. The ecliptic is the path that the sun, the moon, and the planets follow. So tonight we'll be able to see the moon. We'll also be able to see the constellation Orion. Specifically, we're going to be looking at Orion's Nebula and the planet Jupiter. So if you're away from the city lights, these are objects that you can see in the night sky with your naked eye. Starting with naked eye objects makes using a telescope much easier because if you can see where an object is in the sky, you can point the telescope in that direction, use the finder scope, and center it right on there. And then you're all set to take a look through the eyepiece. This is my Orion SkyQuest XT 6-inch Dobsonian telescope. We're going to head outside and see what we can see in the sky. Just a couple of tools that need this eyepiece case, and then we'll be able to choose the eyepiece that we need in order to see the different objects in the sky. Also need this red flashlight. Need to make sure we pop off that lens cap. Just pop off these caps and slip in our eyepiece. Okay, so the first thing we're going to take a look at is the moon. I chose a 10mm eyepiece, so I'm going to look through the finder scope first. All right, so I have the moon in the finder scope. We're ready to take a look through the eyepiece. 10mm was too much magnification for the moon, so I'm switching to a 25mm, and I'm going to add this moon filter because the moon is really, really bright. Tonight might not be the best night for stargazing. The first quarter moon is really bright, so I'm going to try and catch a glimpse of the Orion Nebula. So far, not too much luck. I may have to wait a little bit later on tonight. I'm not sure if I'll catch Orion or not, but it's worth a try. Back to the 10mm eyepiece, and if I need to, I may end up going down to a 4mm. Unfortunately, it clouded up over the western horizon, and there's a ton of light pollution over that way too from the industrial park, so I'm not going to be able to catch a look at Jupiter tonight. Back to Stellarium. From Orion, we move to the west, locate the planet Jupiter, and we can zoom in on that to see the cloud bands and the Galilean moons. This is what you would be able to see through the telescope. When you're thinking about stargazing, there's so many things to consider. Obviously, the first thing is there going to be cloud cover? Light pollution is another issue. You know, we want to try to get to a dark sky. And also the moon. Take into consideration the phase of the moon, where the moon is positioned in the sky, because the moon is super bright and will wash out just about everything around it. So tonight, pretty much a washout for me, unfortunately, but I'm still happy to be outside catching a glimpse of the moon.